everyone. I'm joined today by the talented and energetic Jojo Siwa. At only 21 years old, Jojo has already experienced immense fame and success, but this comes with a downside. She's been under a lot of scrutiny lately, particularly about her dancing and new song. Today, we're going to dive deeper into the reasons behind these controversies and the pressures Jojo faces. Welcome, Jojo Siwa. It's great to have you here with us. Can you give us a bit of background about yourself for our viewers? Tell us how you became famous and what you've been up to lately.
Sure, I'd be happy to share a bit about myself. I became famous for being a reality TV personality, a singer, and a social media influencer at a young age. I gained popularity through my appearance on the Dance Moms TV show, which led to an opportunity to join the Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition spin-off series. Since then, I've released several music singles and albums, authored books and children's fiction, expanded into acting and theatrical performances, and released various consumer merchandise. Most recently, I've been busy with a successful tour as a headliner.
That's quite an impressive list of accomplishments, especially at your age. It's clear that you've had quite a journey to reach this level of success, but it hasn't been all smooth sailing, has it? You faced backlash lately about your dancing style and your new song, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I have faced some backlash regarding my dance style in my new song. There have been some criticisms and negative comments about the way I dance and perform. It's been a source of disappointment for me, as it affects the way my work is perceived and the reactions it receives.
That must be incredibly challenging, especially on a personal level. It's not easy when people criticize your work, which is a creative outlet and an expression of yourself. Can you tell us more about the kind of comments you've received?
Yes, it's been a difficult time for me. The comments I've received have been mostly critical of my dance style in the new music video. Some have said that it looks sloppy, uncoordinated, and that it lacks the technical skill and grace of a trained dancer. Others have criticized the overall performance, saying it looks silly and that it doesn't convey the intended emotions. These comments have been hurtful and have made me question my own abilities and confidence as a performer and dancer.
It's understandable that those comments would take a toll on your confidence. It's never easy to hear negative feedback about something you're passionate about, especially when it comes to something as personal as your performance style. Can you explain the thought process behind your choreography and song choices?
Yes, it has been difficult to receive negative feedback about something that is deeply personal to me, like my performance style. I spent a lot of time and effort in crafting the choreography and selecting the song for the new music video. My aim was to create a routine that was fun, relatable, and represented my personality and style. The song is about self-expression, independence, and staying true to oneself. I wanted the dance to reflect those themes and convey a sense of joy and confidence.
I can imagine that receiving negative feedback on something you've invested so much effort in must have been very discouraging. Thank you for joining us today for our special episode featuring Jojo Siwa. The pressure she's been facing has been a hot topic recently. After the break, we're going to dive deeper into that. We'll also be taking questions from our online viewers, so stay tuned for more. We'll be right back with Jojo after the break. Great, let's dive right in. Jojo, welcome back to the show. We've just taken a short break, and now we're going to be taking questions from our online viewers.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to answering your viewers' questions.
Wonderful. We have some thought-provoking questions from the viewers that we'd like to discuss. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Bring the questions on.
Awesome. Let's start with the first question from an online viewer. The question is, Jojo, you faced backlash about your recent music and dancing style. What do you have to say to your critics?
I would tell my critics to keep an open mind and be respectful of different styles and approaches to music and dance. Everyone has their own way of expressing themselves artistically, and it's important to celebrate diversity and individuality rather than resorting to criticism and negativity. While everyone is entitled to their own opinion, it's not necessary to tear others down to make a point.
Well said, Jojo. It takes courage to stand up to criticism and respond with grace and maturity. Thank you for that thoughtful response. Let's move on to the next viewer question. Great. The next question comes from one of our online viewers. They're asking, Jojo, how do you handle the pressure of being under constant scrutiny in the public eye, especially since you gained fame at a young age?
It can be difficult to handle the constant scrutiny and pressure that comes with being in the public eye, especially at a young age. However, I try to stay grounded and focused on the things that are important to me. I also surround myself with a supportive group of family and friends who help me stay focused on my goals and keep a positive attitude. Additionally, I try to take time for myself and do things that bring me joy and relaxation.
Those are great strategies for handling the pressure of being in the public eye. It's important to have a support system and prioritize your mental health. Thank you for sharing your perspective. Let's move on to the next viewer question. Jojo, some people feel that you may have a distorted perception of reality. They say that your success may have given you a sense of being above criticism and immune to the impact of your actions. Do you see where they're coming from?
I understand that some people may have a certain impression of me due to my success. However, I don't see myself as being above criticism or immune to the impact of my actions. I'm always open to feedback and willing to learn from my mistakes. I admit that I'm not perfect and I make errors like everyone else. I always try to find ways to grow and improve myself.
Jojo, some people have suggested that your success has given you a skewed perception of reality and that you don't realize the impact of your actions on others. Can you address those concerns? That wraps up the initial segment of our discussion with Jojo Siwa. We've only scratched the surface, and there's much more to explore in the upcoming segments. Get ready for further revelations and insights into Jojo's story as we continue this journey. See you shortly for the next leg of the conversation.